Hey guys, what's up? JRPG Bro here. We're jumping back into our Ghost of Tsushima New Game Plus Let's Play.
Taka, Yarikawa has a fighting chance because of our efforts. You should be proud.
I am, my lord. But the Mongols are growing restless outside.
We showed them Yarikawa won't surrender. Now they want payback.
Will they attack tonight?
Unlikely. They'll give us a sleepless night, then attack tomorrow, when we're exhausted. Get some rest while you can.
I almost forgot. Yuna is in the keep. She wants you to meet her there.
Thank you, Taka.
Lord Sakai.
Preparation for the town's defenses are going well.
Daikoku tells me this is the ghost's doing. Thank you. But it won't change what I think of your uncle.
That's not my goal. The samurai were wiped out. We need you.
You need bodies to throw at the Mongols.
Yarikawa's people are known for courage and skill. We need that more than anything.
I'll consider it.
You're awake too.
I killed the samurai. A chance to a bunch of farmers have.
We have to try.
I think you need this more than me. Kenji spent the rest of the day wearing one sandal.
This is terrible.
My mother loved it. Used to drink it like water. She gets so mad when she ran out. Yelled at us. "Where's my tea?"
Sounds like a demanding woman.
She broke Taka's arm when he was 6. I took him away. Ran as far from her as we could get. We heard they found her a month later. Face down in the street.
You were brave to protect your brother. Sometimes, our only choice is to walk away from everything we know. Yuna!
Jin, this is it.
To the gates.
Whatever happens, we don't retreat.
Jin! Yuna! The Mongols!
Let's go. How close?
They're at the main gates. If they get through...
We'll stop them. There he is! The ghost!
The ghost! Save us!
And this is going to be a
Gather everyone who
major
can
moment
fight
in the
and
game.
get them to the keep.
Everyone! Take shelter in the keep! Quickly!
They're at the gate!
They're attacking!
And we're talking about a major story mission here. Right now, the Mongols are going to be invading Yarikawa to take it back, so to speak. And ultimately, you know, it's going to be up to us to kind of stop them. So we're getting some really cool cinematics here, really cool
Stand your ground!
fight
Every Mongol
sequences
who
coming up
sets
here.
foot inside our walls will die! Don't let them past you!
Archers! Cut them down!
So right now we kind of have to defend the main gate here. As you can see, they do have like that barricading ram, so to speak here. And obviously we went out of tail here, so we kind of have to let them come in and come at us for a few moments here, because we can't do this all alone. We're not, you know, we're not a one-man army, so to speak. I mean, we kind of are, but it's the principle of the fact that we do have to do a lot of the work here as a whole. Obviously, the name of the story mission is called Ghost of Yarikawa, and you know we're obviously trying to. I don't want to say court, because that feels like the wrong word here. We are definitely kind of courting the Yarikawa people to join us, to help us, to expel the Mongol invaders. And right now, you know, I don't know if we're really doing a good job of that right now. As you can see, we're kind of starting to, you know, kind of just slowly weapon out. Obviously, this is going to be a bit longer of a story mission. This is probably the only thing we're going to go through today, guys. But this is a major story mission here.
They're breaking through the other gate!
Warriors of Yarikawa! Hold this position! You know,
So,
with me!
I don't know if this is a design flaw on behalf of the people in the city. They have two gates. Mongols are breaking through both gates. I feel like that's a design flaw on behalf of people in the city. I would not personally want to put two gates in our city just for this kind of instance here. You know there are enemies out there. You know people will invade. Why would you do that to yourselves? I don't know. To me, that just seems like kind of like a little bit of a silly, you know, decision on their part here. But I mean, I'm sympathetic towards it. I get it. You know, it's not like it's going to be something we can easily do here. You could use one entrance and one for an exit. I don't know. But having multiple entrances, multiple gates that will go in and out of, when there are enemies out there, it just seems kind of counterintuitive in my opinion. So you see there's this giant, I don't want to call it a flood of them because only a handful come in at a time. They don't want to overwhelm you as the player, which is, I think that's pretty solid game design as a whole. We don't want to overwhelm players here, you know, in the thinking, oh god, you know, we gotta fight like 500 Mongols off at a single time. That just feels like bad game design.
They're falling back.
We barely damaged them. What are they up to?
Trying to lure us out?
No. Hold them off as long as you can, then fall back to the keep. I'll deal with the siege weapons.
I should come with you.
No, Taka needs you. Break through the Mongol line. Destroy those siege weapons.
So our next step here in this sequence here is we have to destroy the siege weapons. Pretty straightforward explanation, pretty straightforward. I don't want to call it explanation. Pretty straightforward objective here for this story mission here. So what we have to do is we're going to kind of sneak around here, do some assassinating here. Going to put together, I mean, it doesn't matter if we're seen, they know where we are, kind of, to an extent. So our ultimate goal right now, we have to destroy specific siege weapons. We're definitely trying to sabotage the Mongols at all costs, obviously. It's just how it is, you know. We don't want to mess this up, so I'm trying to think where it is. I don't know why I'm bothering this thing around. I just like doing the assassinations. I think they're pretty sweet. I think they're pretty dope. So, you know, our ultimate goal is obviously to do as many assassinations as possible in the game. And right now we're just getting our butts handed to us to an extent here. And this guy's afraid of us. So the cool thing about the ghost armor, you're not going to have it at this point in the game. This is not something you're going to get at this point in the game. You're going to have to wait a little bit for that. The ghost armor does instill fear in enemies when you take people out, which, if you ask me, that's one of the coolest special abilities in the game, especially since you guys have noticed that we have to fight large amounts of enemies, 4 or 5 enemies at a time. And if there's a 50% chance of them, like, cowering in fear, I will take it any day.
One down.
So there we go. We have to take out like 2 of these siege weapons, and here we go. We're going to go into our special ghost ability, which actually, believe it or not, we're actually going to unlock in the story in a few moments here. This is the mission that we actually unlock it in. So right now we're just like, slicing and dicing people up. Like I said, we get about 3 to 5 enemies in that go. And if they're all pretty close to each other, we are going to have a better chance of actually getting 5. So we're going to get the second one here. And, it's pretty cool. If you get hit, though, as you're building up that ghost meter, we'll call it.
They broke through the walls. But we can still drive them out. It won't be easy to get back to the stronghold.
Like I was saying, we had to build up that ghost meter by killing enemies without getting hit. That seems really hard to an extent, but in reality, in my opinion, it isn't as hard as you think it is. It's actually pretty straightforward, relatively easy-ish. It's just that finding the right time to use it, and when you get hit when you want to use it, that's the part that really gets you hard. So we're just gonna get back to here. Our next objective, obviously, to go back into town and help people. We took out the siege weapon, which was fantastic. So they don't really have that long range, siege weapon damage here. Obviously, we're going to run into Mongols here and there on our way back, which is to be expected. You see in the bottom right-hand corner of our screen, that little red bar there that's going up? Yeah, that's our ghost ability here that we now have at max. So we are going to be able to use it if need be. But if this guy hits us, it's gone, and we'll have to rebuild it. And like I said, it's not that hard to rebuild it. I think it's like 5 or 6 kills without taking a hit. Now, if you're doing stealth kills, it's going to rebuild pretty quickly. But in a situation like this, it's going to be a lot harder for it to rebuild as a whole. So, like right here, if I were to get hit, it'd be hard for us to build it back
Looks like he's near the keep.
So we're going to kind of just run forward here. We don't have to take out these enemies here. We just have to get up to the keep. We'll take out an enemy here and there just because it's one of those times where, like, you don't need to really see what I mean? Our bar just went down. Kind of trying to roll out here. We don't have to take all these people down. Obviously, we might take down a handful of these people just because it's easier to do that. I'm gonna stab this guy here. There we go. And like I said, it's... Oh, this guy's trying to light... This guy just lit this person's house on fire. I don't think that's acceptable. So I think we actually did the opposite of what I wanted to do, which was I didn't want to kill every single one of the Mongols out here. But we did it anyway. I don't know why we did it anyway. It was just something we did.
Temuge! Face me!
The ghost! Khotun will reward me for your head.
I am Jin Sakai, and I have killed men like you all across our island.
Your blood will soak the island!
I'm not gonna lie, I love these duels, and I hate them at the same time. The duels do take away our special abilities. The fact that we're able to use other weapons, it really does take that away from us. But the cool thing is, we're able to switch stances. We can use the Heavenly Strike, and anything like that. But these duels are so intense.
You can't get Khotun's reward if you're dead.
A lucky blow!
And they're also so cinematic. Like, you can tell that You know, Sucker Punch, they absolutely love samurai films, and they're drawing inspiration from the Kurosawa films. I've actually never seen a samurai film or anything like that, so I'm just speaking from what I'm seeing here.
Yarikawa!
And from what I've read, a lot of people are like, yo, man, this is tight, like legit tight, in terms of, you know, being a faithful adaptation to the style of, you know, films and games and like that. So right now we're trying to beat this guy here without really, you know, dying right now. I'm trying to save the resolve as well because I don't want the resolve to go down in case I do need to heal myself. So we're not using the Heavenly Strike, guys. Not yet.
You have killed men in many countries, Tamari, but here, you die.
In case you guys are wondering, yes, we can light our sword on fire as well. That's actually a mythic tale that we can get later in the game. I didn't actually use it that much in our first playthrough. I've used it a little bit here. I didn't go I'm not going crazy with it, just because it's like you have to remember it's a certain, you have to equip something, and then you have to make sure you have the right input, as we're doing the Heavenly Strike here a little bit here. Just gonna Heavenly Strike this guy to death. Why not? YOLO, right?
Invaders! Look at your general! Run! This will be your fate! People of Yarikawa, hunt every Mongol to the last man! Spare no one! For Yarikawa!
And it was that exact moment that we unlocked that thing that was that had been accidentally triggering or intentionally triggering every once in a while. We just unlocked that, and it's something that you really want to abuse if you can. There is, if you're playing this for the very first time, there is actually a trophy in the game for killing a certain amount of enemies with that. Not at once. You don't have to do, like, I think it's like 20. So if you do 3 at a time, you'll just have to do it 7 times. And I know it doesn't sound like I said, this is actually a fairly easy game to platinum in. And you know what? It's games like this that I don't mind getting the platinum in because it's fun. It's such a fun game to really go out of your way to do everything. Other games, it feels like a chore to do it. And I hate being that kind of completionist of a gamer.
Yuna!
We saved your town. Now, we help Lord Shimura save our island.
We are not soldiers.
Who killed these Mongols? Who stood against the siege? Who saved Yarikawa? We did.
You can't just stay here and wait for the Mongols to try again.
You say you are not soldiers. You are warriors. We can defeat the invaders and save our home. But only if we stand together.
friend defeated one of my best generals. My men have started to believe he's invincible. You will prove them wrong.
I don't care about the reward for Jin's head.
Have you stopped caring for your loyal Straw Hats?
Jin is the best swordsman on the island. My men can't kill him.
There are many ways to eliminate a foe. Find another.
What if we didn't have to kill him?
It's done.
And with that, guys, this was a great place for Celebrate on that JRPG, bro. I want to thank you guys so much for watching our Ghost of Tsushima New Game Plus Let's Play. I'll be back next time. We got more Ghost of Tsushima coming your way, so don't go anywhere. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe.